Hey guys, I'm gonna wait for some people to get in here. We've got breaking news right now. It appears that Harmony Montgomery may have been recovered. We're out here. Sorry about that. We're out here looking. I don't know how good the reception's going to be out here, but I'm going to try to stay with you guys as long as possible. We just left the water hole, looking for some, information about Summer, but we actually got in the water there. And as I'm going down to get in the water, I would have went live about 15 minutes ago or 20 minutes ago. But it appears that Harmony Montgomery has been recovered at one of their old properties. They removed the tenants or the people that are currently living there, and they took them out and they began. I have not got all the information, so my details are a little may not be 100% accurate. So I want to make sure that that is known right now. The information I have may not be 100% accurate, but what I do know right now is that the place that her father, Adam Montgomery, I believe he was living in this property before she disappeared and started living elsewhere after her disappearance. Long story short, they went to that location. They dug up some either in the backyard, in the home, somewhere, and we got reports about 20 minutes ago that the coroner had showed up there. I just got information that they will be doing a press conference here shortly related to this case, a press conference related to this case. And so it made me go live right now because I have a funny feeling they've got Harmony Montgomery. I believe that she has currently been recovered. It's a sad day here. We are hoping that we can bring Summer Wells home. We want to bring Summer Wells home, and we're hoping that we can do this. This may turn out to be similar in nature to what we're dealing with right now with Harmony Montgomery. If you recall, when Summer Wells went missing, there were two girls that were also missing, that had went missing a lot later than she did, in 2019 and I think 2020 respectively. Both of those girls have now been recovered. First one that was recovered was Serenity. We now have Harmony. I'm hoping that's what that press conference is going to reveal, is that we now have Harmony. She can finally rest in peace. And we are begging and pleading, I'm getting goosebumps saying this, for us to find Summer Wells. She deserves the same. That baby deserves the same. And I'm shaking right now because it is so sad that our precious babies, at the hands of their parents, are being found in these types of conditions. It is heartbreaking to me. It is just, I don't know what else to say. This is getting bad, folks. It's getting bad. But I have a funny feeling we're going to hear in that press conference that Harmony Montgomery has, in fact, been recovered. And it sickens me to my stomach to know what parents are capable of. When you are a child, your first friend in life are your parents. They are the ones that are supposed to raise you, feed you. You are the most vulnerable as a child. And as a child, you look at your parents as the protector, as the source for your food, as the source for your shelter. You look to your parents for protection in every way imaginable. And to think that these people that are supposed to love you unconditionally, protect you from, you're learning. You're learning. I mean, kids don't realize stoves are hot. It's parents that teach you that. It's parents that teach you the stove is hot. It's parents that teach you not to play with matches. It's parents that teach you not to smack your brother. It's parents that teach you that. Parents teach you how to walk. Parents teach you how to say your ABCs and your 1, 2, 3s. It's your parents that teach you about stranger danger in the buddy system. It's the parents that teach you these things. And these parents are failing. These children are gorgeous. They're beautiful. They're babies without the care of their parents. And the people that they look up to for protection are ones that are causing them the most harm. And it is heartbreaking. It is heartbreaking. But in my opinion, the major factor in these cases are almost too similar. Alcohol, drugs, and abuse in the family. Alcohol, drugs, and abuse in the family. That is what all three of these things have in common. And it is very sad. I started covering these three cases. Well, I started covering Summer Wells first. And then we heard about Harmony Montgomery. Then we heard about Serenity McKinney. And so I did a show on all three of them a few months ago, maybe a couple months ago to a few months ago. And we were talking about this very topic, what all three of these have in common. And it's the home life. It's the home dynamic. It's the drugs, the alcohol, the abuse going on inside the home that these three have in common. And two of the three that we recovered, or that we were covering, have been recovered. We are missing Summer Wells. We're missing Summer Wells. And it is heartbreaking, folks. It is heartbreaking. It is truly gut-wrenching to know that Harmony Montgomery was not sold. She was not pawned for drugs. She was not. She's gone. She's gone. And we're out here celebrating, not celebrating, that's the worst kind of word that we can use. We are celebrating Summer's life, but we're here to honor her because we've got 2 out of the 3 girls that I was personally covering that have been recovered. And it is truly a good possibility that Summer Wells' case is going to end similarly. And I'm sorry to say that. I'm sorry, some people, still believe in, ribbons and butterflies and think that and have convinced themselves that Summer Wells was abducted to save herself from her horrific home, leaving the boys to deal with it all by themselves. And, the things that our minds tell us so we don't have to deal with the reality of life is amazing. I mean, our brains are very creative. But I have to tell you, this is the reality of these children disappearing. This is the reality of that, folks. This is it. I'm sorry. Beat me up. Call me the worst names in the world. Do I want these babies home safe? Of course I do. Of course I do. Every one of you guys come here to look for good news on one of these cases. And this is how it ends. These despicable, disgusting freaking parents. And the worst part about Harmony Montgomery is she should have never been with that disgusting father, and the judge sent her to live with that man that beat her and gave her a black eye. And their family knew it and did nothing to stop it. He didn't get arrested for it until after they realized she had been gone for over a freaking year. It's sad. It's sad. It's heartbreaking. Stephanie's gone. Serenity's gone. Harmony's gone. We need to find baby Summer. God bless each and every one of you. I need to bear bad news. But we're going to be watching the press conference coming out shortly. So I'm on the road, folks. God bless you. Please go love on your children. And thank God your children are with you and not one of these despicable, disgusting parents that should never have children. We have got to do better in this country with this child abuse. You see something, you say something. Even if you're wrong, an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. These babies don't deserve this at the hands of their parents. If their parents aren't treating them right, let's get them to a place that can treat them right. Let's get them to a place that can treat them right. I'm sorry, guys. Like I'm ready to start crying. So I'm going to. I've only been on here 11 minutes, and I'm so angry. I feel like I've been on here for 45. I'm angry. I don't know how to express myself other than disgusted anger right now. I'm glad she stopped. I really am. And again, I'm kind of taking a knee-jerk reaction, but with what I saw today, you know, it they were digging the house up, and then when the coroner shows up, the coroner doesn't show up unless they're called, and they're not called unless there's human remains found. And how do I know this? Because I heard the crime, and this is standard operating procedure. So, and then the press conference coming after, it sounds like they've recovered her. So, God bless the family and friends that loved Harmony Montgomery, because they're waking up to some really horrible news right now. We're waking up to some really horrible news right now, folks. I love you guys. God bless each and every one of you. Let's get justice for these children. These children deserve justice. We're not going to stop fighting for Summer Wells until she's brought back home. Love you guys.